Hey everyone, today I'm going to take a look at the Jar Jar Binks concept maquette replica from Regal Robot. The original concept maquette was sculpted by Tony McVeigh during pre-production for The Phantom Menace, and was used to explore what Jar Jar would ultimately look like once digitally created for the film. Essentially, these concept maquettes were the first step in creating the characters that we saw on the silver screen. Something that I'd like to get across is that these aren't just weird versions of the characters that we saw in the movies. They're parts of Star Wars history, allowing us to get a glimpse into the making of some of our favorite films. One of the cool things about these pieces is that Regal Robot actually goes into the Lucasfilm archives and digitally scans all of these maquettes to recreate them as closely as possible. And just looking at the replica versus the actual maquette, I think you'd be hard-pressed to distinguish between the two. For those of you who don't know about Regal Robot, they're a company based out of New York that creates fantastic prop replicas, art, furniture, and much more. This Jar Jar concept maquette joins their archive collection. There are two versions, but I chose to go for the Legacy Edition, which includes a fantastic hand-drawn sketch and signature by Tony McVeigh, the original sculptor for the Jar Jar maquette. Looking at the maquette itself, you can see how much attention to detail Regal Robot put into creating this replica. It really is amazing seeing all of the layers of paint, the creases, the textures. All these things just come together to bring this piece to life. And something else that I like about these concept maquettes is that you can see some of the elements that carried over into the final designs, like Jar Jar's stocky long eyes and floppy ears. But you can also see some things that are a little bit different, like this large, almost duck-like bill, and the tiger stripes along his backside. If you're at all a fan of the behind-the-scenes aspect of the Star Wars movies, you really can't go wrong getting yourself one of these maquettes. And even if you're not the biggest fan of Jar Jar as a character, there's a whole host of replicas that they've created for the original trilogy as well. Currently, both editions have been sold through, but there is a waitlist for the Jar Jar Signature Edition on the Regal Robot website, so I recommend signing up for that as soon as you can, so you can be in line in case one becomes available. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend joining the Regal Robot Fans and Collectors Showcase group on Facebook to stay in the loop for all future releases, behind the scenes, and collection photos from members just like myself. Anywho, I'll leave you guys with a few more clips of this awesome replica, and I'll catch you all next time when I look at some other pieces from my collection.